Do you ever have those days, or maybe even weeks, where you just feel stuck, drained, like you're pushing a boulder uphill and getting nowhere? Well, what if I told you the real problem isn't your job or your routine, but the very house you live in?
So let's really ask that question. Is it possible your home's layout is secretly draining your energy, your motivation, and maybe even your bank account?
Because the issue might not be how much you're spending, but how your home is performing. We're talking about energetics here, and how the energy of your space directly feeds or fights your own. And this right here is the key distinction. Most of us think about interior design, making a space look good. But ancient traditions focus on something much deeper: spatial intelligence. It's not about aesthetics, it's about performance, how your space actually works on an energetic level. So today, we're going to unlock 7 of these ancient secrets. Think of them as 7 spiritual biohacks for your home, all based on this powerful idea of spatial intelligence. And our goal is simple. We're going to show you how to transform your home from a potential energy leak into an absolute magnet for the wealth, health, and success that you are working so hard to create.
All right, first up, let's start at the single most important point of your entire home, the front door. Because it's not just an entrance, it's a portal.
In Vastu Shastra, the main door is literally called the mouth of energy. Just let that sink in. It's the one place where every new opportunity, all your potential wealth, and all positive energy has to flow through to get to you.
So, naturally, the direction it faces is absolutely crucial. The sweet spots are north, east, or northeast. And why those? Well, they're believed to be aligned with the natural flow of cosmic energy that fuels growth and brings in prosperity.
Now, here's a tiny detail that almost everybody misses. That little raised step at the bottom of your door, the threshold, in Vastu, it's called the Umbra, and it acts like a seal. It lets all the good energy come in, but it literally stops the wealth and stability you've already built from just leaking back out.
Okay, from the front door, let's head into the engine room of the house, the kitchen. This is the place where raw potential gets transformed into actual life-giving energy.
But here's the thing, you often have a fundamental conflict happening in the kitchen. You've got fire, the stove, which represents transformation, and you have water, the sink, which represents flow. These are opposing forces, and when you put them right next to each other, they can create this constant, subtle friction that disrupts the harmony of your entire home.
But the biohack for this is amazingly simple. If your stove and sink are side by side, just put something wooden between them. A simple cutting board works perfectly. Wood is a neutral element that mediates that energy clash, calming things down and restoring balance.
All right, get ready for an idea that is completely counterintuitive to our modern way of thinking. Our whole more is more culture. Well, what if the most powerful and sacred parts of your home were the parts that are completely empty?
So let's talk about the northeast corner of your house, which is known as Ishaan Kone. You have to think of this spot as the brain of your home. It's the source of clarity, vision, and spiritual insight. So if you clog that space up with heavy furniture or just a bunch of clutter, you're essentially giving your house mental fog, making it way harder to think clearly and have those big ideas.
And the very same principle applies to the dead center of your home, the Brahmastan. This is like the cosmic navel, the central distribution hub for all the energy in your space. Keeping it open allows that life force to circulate freely, which promotes harmony. But a cluttered center? That can lead to stagnant energy, and you guessed it, more conflict in the family.
Okay, I need you to lean in and pay really close attention to this next one. Because this isn't just a spiritual suggestion, it's framed as a serious biological warning.
Let me say that one more time so it really sinks in. Never sleep with your head pointing to the north. This is considered the single biggest Vastu mistake you can possibly make, and it can have some pretty serious impacts on your health.
So what's the logic here? Well, the Earth is a giant magnet with its positive pole in the north. Your body also has its own subtle magnetic field. When you align your head, your personal North Pole, with the planet's North Pole, that magnetic pole is said to draw extra blood into the brain. This can create pressure, leading to disturbed sleep, nightmares, and over the long term, maybe even more serious health issues.
All right, after that pretty serious warning, let's pivot. Let's talk about some proactive things you can do to actively start pulling wealth and abundance into your home.
You can actually install what you might call vibrational amplifiers. For example, putting a small flowing water feature in that northeast corner we talked about helps get the energy of prosperity moving.
Or you can place a citrine crystal, they call it the merchant stone, in the north zone of your home, and it's believed to literally amplify and attract financial opportunities.
But, and this is a big one, here's the flip side. A single leaking faucet is considered a spiritual emergency. That constant drip, drip, drip is a powerful, literal symbol of your wealth, your energy, and your resources just draining away, bit by bit. You gotta fix it immediately.
So we've done the work to attract all this good energy. Now, how do we protect it? Let's get into the final steps that help seal all that positivity inside your home. And it starts with the little things.
I absolutely love this quote from the mystic Sadhguru. Now, he's not talking about literal devils, of course. He's using a powerful metaphor for stagnant energy. An unmade bed, clothes thrown around, they hold on to chaotic vibrations that can drag down your mental clarity all day long. So making your bed isn't just a chore, it's a simple act of restoring order to your own energy field.
But what about all the negativity from the outside world? What's the ultimate shield you can put up to filter out all the stress and bad vibes trying to get in? The answer is the clockwise swastika. Now, it's absolutely critical to set aside the horrific modern associations for a moment and understand this symbol in its ancient context. For thousands of years, it has been a profound symbol of well-being, kind of geometric power tool. When placed at an entrance, it's believed to act as a vibrational filter, drawing in positive energy while repelling negativity.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Your home is an active energy field. It's either supporting your life's mission or it's working against it. By making these small intentional changes, you're doing so much more than just decorating. You are literally aligning your physical environment with your highest goals. You're making it easier for the life you really want to find you.